Society likes to perpetuate this idea that celebrities are perfect and in turn puts a ton of unnecessary pressure on them to be flawless. But you gotta love it when your favorites reveal their relatable side by just being silly and by having a sense of humor about those flaws that everyone has, which is why we're bringing you a list of 12 times celebs poked fun at themselves. Kicking off our list is everyone's best friend in their heads, Jennifer Lawrence. J-Law has had her fair share of relatable moments, from falling face first out of the Oscars to shamelessly embarrassing herself on the regular. But back in 2015, she took a jab at herself during a Vogue interview by relating seeing a horse chomping down on an apple to her own eating habits. She told the magazine, quote, "This is probably what it's like to be on a date with me." She also joked about her love life when showing Vogue her bedroom, saying, "This is where the magic happens." Literally zero magic has happened here. Justin Bieber is also not shy about poking a little fun at himself. I mean, hello, dude did agree to do a whole roast special on Comedy Central, but let's take it all the way back to 2013 when he made fun of himself on Saturday Night Live by playing a pothead hanging out with Miley Cyrus.
Busted for smoking weed, and he's really sorry about it, and that people make mistakes, and he's never gonna do it again.
Later on in the episode, Justin joked that Ellen DeGeneres is his perfect doppelganger, while making light of the fact that there is an entire Tumblr account dedicated to lesbians who look like him. Goals. Speaking of goals, Demi Lovato poked fun at her eyebrows in 2014 when she posted a comparison photo of her own eye umbrellas next to Joe Jonas's, noting the similarities as well as tweeting hashtag FBF to the biggest eyebrows ever. Who the heck let me do that? On the real, who hasn't looked back at a photo of their eyebrows and wondered where your friends were and why they didn't get a lawnmower for those bushes on your face? Stat. And how could you forget back in the day when One Direction was alive and well, and Harry Styles took it upon himself to twerk at the 2013 Teen Choice Awards. 3, 2, 1. Honestly, I give him at least a 5 for form and a B for effort, but Harry kept it real with himself and later tweeted his shame, saying, "Note to self, don't twerk." Apparently, the Teen Choice Awards are a thirst trap for vulnerable moments because a few years later in 2015, Sarah Hyland had a moment that resulted in her making light of the situation and poking major fun at herself. After tripping, she yelled, "Are you f***ing kidding me?" before realizing where she was and covered her mouth. Sarah then defended her honor on Twitter, saying, quote, "You guys, I tripped on camera. I tripped on stage in front of all of you. Hashtag my life. Hashtag clumsy for life, like a graceful swan. I'm gonna take this and run as far as possible without tripping." Gravity takes us all as prisoners. It happens. Nina Dobrev is also no stranger to poking fun at herself. Back in 2014, there was a lot of talk about her dating life, and blogs constantly linked her to different guys, so she decided to take control of the situation while presenting at the Teen Choice Awards. During 2014's show, she jokingly opened up about her romantic relationship, saying, quote, "What's the count now? 5? Best way to deal with criticism, you guys, is to not take it too seriously." Taylor Swift also poked fun at her dating life and how she is portrayed in the media with a little video you may have heard of called Blank Space. It's no secret that the media gave Taylor Swift a hard time for dating a number of Hollywood's most eligible bachelors, so Taylor figured she'd have a little fun with it by portraying herself in the video as a psycho serial dater. You know Miley Cyrus didn't want to miss out on the fun, so when she hosted SNL in 2015, she joked about her fascination with being naked.
Hey, I'm Miley Cyrus, and I will be your host and musical guest on this week's season premiere of Saturday Night Live, with or without clothes. We're not sure yet.
With clothes.
We'll see.
Speaking of body parts, and I promise to never make that transition again, on Camila Cabello's 17th birthday, she poked fun at her less bodacious physique, saying, quote, "I'm 17 and I woke up smarter, wittier, and still no boobs." There's not a girl in the world who hasn't at some point in her life sent out a search party for her boobs. Sometimes you find them, sometimes they stay in hiding, and that's okay.
I am beautiful in every single way.
Apparently, playful self-body shaming seems to be a trend because Ed Sheeran also joked about his physique in the past, saying, quote, See, the way that I measure buffness for me is I have a 1-pack. It's actually very impressive. I go through rolls on my stomach. I started out with 3 rolls, which is a good amount of fries and stuff like that, but then the more you drink and the more you eat, you get 2 rolls and then 1 roll, and then it's just 1 gut. But you end up having a really tough gut, so it's like having a 6-pack, but it's a 1-pack. Seems like pure logic to me. Next up is Kendrick, who in 2015 posted a photo of Michael Scott from The Office saying, quote, "Sometimes I start a sentence and I don't even know where it's going. I just hope I find it along the way." She joked that this directly pertains to the way she goes about interviews. She also put in her bid early to become the next Harry Styles, saying, quote, "I heard One Direction has a job opening, and from certain angles I look like a British teenage boy, so..." You gotta love Kendrick. I love her. Last but not least is 5 Seconds of Summer poking fun at themselves in 2014 at the NME Awards. The award show is known for their gag awards, and that year, 5 Sauce was nominated for Worst Band, and they were the best sports about it. They literally were so stoked and went on a social media campaign trail asking their fans to vote for them, and sure enough, they won the award. Michael Clevver tweeted, quote, "Won the NME Worst Band Award. I'm so happy right now. Thanks to everyone who voted. Hashtag dreams coming true." While Luke Hemmings wrote, 5 Sauce are trash. I'm telling you guys, life is way more fun if you don't take yourself too seriously. That wraps up our list of celebs poking fun at themselves. Which one of these jokesters is your favorite? Let us know in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe, and then click right over here to check out a list of celebs and their alter egos. Thanks for watching Clevver News. I'm your host, Drew Dorsey, and I'll see you next time.